Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't think that I told you my name in my first two videos. My name is Della, and nice to meet you. And this is my third video in my weight loss, gastric bypass RNY weight loss journey channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the views that I've gotten and the subscribers that have subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate it. I hope that by you subscribing, you're saying to me that you are receiving something from this channel. My goal is just to help people, to tell people my journey so that it can help you with yours, to help you make the decision to either have the surgery, to help you after you've had the surgery. If you're bored and you just want to see what people do in the world, if I'm helping you with that, that's great too. But I really appreciate it. So today's video is going to be my third video. Like I said, this is going to be my 1 week post-op. My last video was the day of surgery, and today is 1 week and 1 day. Yesterday was 1 week. So let me tell you how I've been. Let's see, I got discharged from the hospital the next day. Probably, it was late afternoon because I had to wait until I got my leak test to be able to eat, not eat, but to be able to drink. I couldn't eat. Well, of course I can't eat. If I say eat, forget that. It's just habit. But I wasn't allowed to have anything the day of surgery. The day after, once I had my leak test, I was allowed to drink water, and I had to drink 4 these little cups, which looks kind of big in the camera, but it's really not. It's like a medicine, a liquid medicine top that you drink, that sits on the top of the medicine and you drink. That's what that is. I had to drink 4 of those an hour, 1 every 15 minutes for 4 hours before I could be discharged. I was able to do that. I was scared to take my first little sip, but I did it and everything went well. Everything went absolutely well. So I was able to be discharged, and to tell you just a little bit, touch just a little bit on the hospital stay, because I did do a video while I was in the hospital, so I don't want to go too much into that because this is more about the post-op. I had a wonderful experience in the hospital. Everyone was absolutely wonderful. They treated me great. They took good care of me. Everyone was pleasant. The only negative thing I can say is that they would not get me out of the bed. My doctor wanted me to get up the same day and walk, like, you know, not like the $6 million man or anything, but get up and move. And I kept asking them to get me out of the bed, and they kept giving me different excuses. They're busy and they got this, that going on. And I'm like, okay, I understand, but eventually you're gonna need to get me out of this bed. So they never did. Even in the middle of the night when I was sleeping and they'd come in to do my vitals, you know, or take some blood, I was like, can I get up now? And yeah, they didn't get me up to the next morning when my new nurses that I had when I first started the day before came back on shift. They got me out of the bed. And the nurse was even giving them excuses because she was in the room, you know, they were doing their turnover, and, you know, she was telling her, well, she wanted to get out of bed and we tried to get her out of bed, but this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah. But anyway, they got me up and I got to walk 2 laps. And then wasn't long after that, I got discharged. So there you go. So that's one thing I will say I wish they would have done, but it didn't hurt me in any way. I had my little things on your calves that massage your calves, that like puff up and deflate, and pump up and deflate to make sure your blood is flowing. And I was getting blood thinners. You know, everything was good. But so anyway, got discharged, came home. Don't really remember too much about my hospital stay. Little, you know, I mean, a good amount, but I was, you know, kind of groggy in and out from the anesthesia. When I got home that evening, I remember just chilling. You know, I was walking whatever I could. I was drinking clear liquids the day of discharge. Excuse me. The day of discharge, I was on clear liquids. The next day, my first full day home, I was allowed to go to the full liquid diet, which is protein shakes, protein drinks, period. Gosh, you know, liquids that you're allowed to have, which are like the really low sugar, like 3 grams of sugar or less, you know, but high in protein. That was my journey for the next 2 weeks. That was the journey I was on 1 week pre-op. That is now my journey 2 weeks post-op. So it will be a total of 3 weeks on this liquid diet. And I was fine the first week of it. Probably a little more than halfway through the first week post-op, I was fine. But now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so sick of drinking protein shakes. Here's one of the ones I'm drinking, the Premier Protein. It's got 30 grams of protein in it, and it is caramel flavor. They do come in other flavors. I believe they have vanilla. I know they have chocolate. They may have strawberry, but I'm not sure. Trust me, it tastes really good. I'm not mad at how it tastes, and it's got a great amount of protein because, you know, your body can't digest and take in more than 30 grams of protein per meal. So, you know, you got to stay at that or a little under in order for it to be worth the protein, not to waste the protein. If you're eating 60 grams of protein in one meal, well, that's a waste of 30 grams of protein. So this is great because you can drink part of it and still get your protein, like drink 20 of it or 10 and have something else. Or you can just drink this whole thing, whichever you prefer. But I am so tired, guys, of drinking shakes and just drinking water. Like I drink my, in my little red Solo cup here, I have my fruit punch. It is the little packets, and you can buy the bigger ones to make a gallon or half gallon of the sugar-free drinks like lemonade, fruit punch, tea. There's all kinds, fruit punch just happens to be one of my favorites. I've been drinking a lot of that. I was allowed to have some cream mushroom soup strained or basically without the mushrooms. So I know some people don't like cream mushroom soup. I absolutely love it. So I can eat it right out of the can. So I've had that. I've had different types of shakes. I had a Kroger brand. It was, I wish I had it to show to you, but it's, it was honey and pineapple, I think, or honey and something. It was so good, but the strawberry one was gross. I didn't like the strawberry one. I don't know why, because I love strawberry shakes, but the honey and pineapple, I believe it was, or honey and banana. I can't remember. It's the only one that had honey in it, and it's yellow, and it was really, really good. I've had egg drop soup. Of course, I did strain the egg from it because I'm not supposed to eat anything that's like not liquid, because my body needs to heal. That's the reason they keep you on the liquid diet a week to 2 weeks past post-op, because you're waiting for everything to heal. And you don't want to push it when everything's healing. So they work you from that to the next stage. The next stage, I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't want to make this video horribly long, but so that's why you have to strain certain things, because they don't want your body working too hard to digest, because that's, you know, you're healing. I've had the yogurt that you're allowed to have, which is like the Dan and Lighten Fit. I've also had the Dan and Lighten Fit shakes. They're really good. I've had, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm going to the grocery store today because I need to get more stuff, and I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. I've also had the Carnation Instant Breakfast Light Start, I think it's called, which is what's on my list of pre-op things. That I had that as well. It's so good. It tastes like chocolate milk. Now you can get it in the pre-made bottles, or you can buy it in the powder. I originally was buying it in the pre-made bottles just because it was easier. It was good, but then I went grocery shopping online, and the only thing they had was the powder. So I said, okay, I'll try the powder. The powder, for some reason, was so much better than the pre-mixed one. I mixed it with 1% milk, and it tasted like straight chocolate milk. It was so good. Only problem was I dumped after that. My first dump. I have been doing everything right, so I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to do. But because I was slightly lactose intolerant before the surgery, I think, because I read up on it, that some people after surgery can become or get worse with lactose intolerance. So I think that the milk, which I don't even know, because I did drink one the day before and I had no problems. I did feel a little tiny bit yucky after drinking it, but it didn't connect up here because it wasn't anything major. But then the next day when I had one, totally dumped. I know it was dumping. That was the first time I've ever had it. Let me tell you, it was horrible. You don't want to dump. I didn't dump on purpose. I didn't dump because I was being bad and eating something I shouldn't eat. I was following all the rules and I still dumped. So let me tell you, dumping is a serious thing, and you need to pay attention to what you're eating and drinking. as time goes on, because I'm a week out and I dumped, and it was horrible. I'll just say that I felt horrible. I got, excuse me for being so TMI, but I got diarrhea almost, I wouldn't say instantly, but not too far after instantly. I had just diarrhea, okay? And it wasn't the regular kind. I don't need to be so gross, but it literally poured out of me. And I was like, what the hell? Because I did have diarrhea because I had to take a prep, and then it's like the first whole, I took a prep the day before surgery, the whole almost week after, I still had it, but it started getting better. I don't want to be too gross, but it got better, but not 100%, if you know what I mean. Use your imagination. But this time it went straight back to the prep. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, and I just felt so bad. All I could do was just literally lay down and just lay and just wait for it to pass. And it took at least a good hour. And finally I just went to sleep. When I woke up, I felt so much better. But I do think it might have been the milk, because everything else I'd had before this whole week, and it didn't bother me. So I think that 1% milk. So I think I'm scared to death now to drink milk. So I'm going to purchase some lactose intolerant or lactate free milk today at the grocery store. And we'll go from there. So yeah, that's a horror story for me. I did dump. Let's see. So far, I will say I have been feeling absolutely wonderful. I didn't feel tired at first. I didn't feel like I wasn't getting enough fluid or enough protein. I felt really good, and I was getting all my stuff in. Matter of fact, let me take a sip of this protein shake while we're talking, because I want to make sure I get it down, because I'm telling you, I'm getting tired of drinking these. It's really hard to do it now, but baby sips. That's the other thing. It takes so long, baby sips. So, you know, I felt really good. The first couple of days after surgery, I did take my medicine. It is the liquid Lortab, which comes with a little cup like this. It was like 15 milligrams, I believe, every 4 hours. So I kind of stayed on top of that for the first, I want to say 4 days, and maybe by day 4, I only took it once. I didn't need it in the morning, but later in the day I needed it, which I think was just because the moving around and all that just made my stomach a little sore. So I did take it once, and then the day after that I didn't need it at all, and I haven't taken it since. So I pretty much only needed it for maybe half the week of my first week out. So that to me was great, and I was never in any excruciating pain. It just was very sore. It wasn't even the incisions. The incisions didn't bother me. It was the inside of my stomach that was sore, which completely makes sense. You know what they're going to do to you with a gastric bypass. So, you know, that makes sense that I was sore. So, you know, the medicine, it was great. It really helped. And it worked pretty quick, obviously, because my stomach is so much smaller and it was liquid. It absorbed pretty quick, and it really took the pain pretty good. You know, took it away pretty good. And so I was great with my pain. I was able to get up and walk around. You know, I was able to take the dogs out. You know, I just have 2 small dogs, so it's not like they're big Great Danes or anything. But, you know, I was able to pretty much do my norm. And then by day, let's see, this is day Wednesday. I got home on Thursday. So we'll say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is day 8, okay? So we'll say by day 5, yeah, about 3 days ago, I started getting really super tired. Really super tired. Like, I feel like I have no energy. I just went whoo, right down the tubes as far as energy. And I think it's because I had been on the liquid diet for so long that my body now was crashing. And the fact that, you know, I'm not getting a lot of carbs, I'm not getting the fuel that my body normally gets before surgery, which was more than I should, obviously. But, you know, and you're on such a limited diet that, you know, my body just crashed. I am so out of energy. Like the last 2 nights, I've gone to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, because I was so tired. I just couldn't hang. I was like, I can't. I have to go to bed, you know. So, you know, I'd feel good in the morning, but any little thing I do, any little exertion of energy really makes me like, I wouldn't say sleepy, like I want to go to sleep, but just drained. I have no energy. So, you know, there's that. And I think I've looked that up on a lot of the weight loss, gastric bypass, and, you know, Facebook groups that I follow. And that seems to be pretty common. Makes complete sense. So I'm not really too concerned about it. I just hate feeling that way. I know I look really tired right now. Look at these bags under my eyes. You know, normally I wouldn't come on camera this rugged, but, you know, I do have a beauty channel. So on there, you'll see me this rugged because I do this and then get beautiful. So, you know, one day I'm gonna come on here cute too, but I ain't feeling like being cute right now. So this is what you're gonna get. This is the real me. So yeah, that's a big disappointment to be so tired and not have energy. But you know, I'm sure it's gonna pass. And so far I do not regret my surgery. I do not regret anything. The only time I regretted it was the day I woke up. The first time I can really remember being awake, I said to myself, what did I do? What did I do? Because I was just so miserable. But that was just because I felt very nauseous and my stomach hurt. But once they gave me some pain meds and I had my little pain pump I could press, I was good. And I haven't regretted it since. I regret the dumping, but I mean, that's just par for the course. I knew that was going to happen. So, you know, not so soon, but I knew eventually I was. That's one of the reasons why I had the surgery, because I felt like if I was worried about that dumping, which now I'm even more worried about it because I've experienced it, that it'll help me to keep myself in check. So, you know, yeah, I'm looking forward to this journey, guys. I really am. Weight loss. I have lost 19 pounds as of today. That's in 2 weeks because I'm including the weight from my pre-op diet. So, which was, I can't remember if it was 9 or 11 pounds. It was one of the two. I don't remember. But at this point today, it is 19 pounds. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. And I'm excited. And I can tell when I look at myself in my face and my shoulders, I can totally see it. This sports bra that I'm wearing right now, it used to roll up right back here. And not that I've lost a tremendous amount of weight, but I definitely start up in my upper body when I start to lose weight. But I can tell that I've lost something because it doesn't roll as much as it did. So it's, you know, it's going to be progress. But I have a feeling, of course, with the bypass, you usually do lose weight pretty quick. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too fast because, I mean, I'm already a little on the saggy side. You know, I did have weight loss surgery once before. So this is just me being real and showing you guys what I look like. Basically pre-op, because I did lose 100 pounds, a little over 100 pounds with my band, and then I gained that plus a little. And so that has stretched my body out. My body's like, girl. So, you know, I'm sure this is going to be way worse when I'm done. And I do hope to be able to fix that. There are surgeries that can fix that because that will be so much better when that's gone. Look at that muscle. Yeah, but anyway. So this one's not as bad as this one, but, you know, I just want to keep it real with you. This channel's to keep it real. And if it's something you can't look at, can't stomach, then just don't come back. But if you can, please do. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can tell you about my first week post-op. I do feel good. I'm just really tired. That would be my main thing that I don't like. But, you know, today I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get me some plain, no fat yogurt. If it's fat-free yogurt. So I can mix that in a blender with some ice and these shakes to try to thicken it up or change it somehow. You know, I'm going to talk to my doctor's office and see if I can have, because I know fruit has a lot of sugar in it. So I'm going to stay away from fruit, but I'm going to ask them if there's any fruits I can use, like frozen fruits, to put in a blender and try to make like a little smoothie that way, just to change it up a little bit. Like I love blueberries. I would like to have a blueberry shake, because I think the berries are the ones that are good for you better, you know, but I want to make sure it's okay. And plus I don't want to dump. So, but I'm just going to try to get a couple different things. Like I said, I'm going to get the lactose-free milk because I do want to have the carnation. And, you know, I'm just going to try to do something different because I got to get through the rest of this week on the liquids. Next week on Wednesday, I have my follow-up appointment, my 2-week post-op appointment with my doctor. And then I will hopefully be released to the pureed stage, which I'm looking so forward to because I can have scrambled eggs. I can have fat-free refried beans, which I absolutely love fat-free refried beans. I love refried beans. I love refried beans. I cannot wait to have that. And, you know, there's other things I can have, like actual meat that you're supposed to puree, which I'm not too keen on that, but I'm going to try to look up some type of recipes or some type of things that I can do with pureed meat, because I don't mind eating chicken and fish and all that, but I just can't imagine it being pureed. Like, that just doesn't sound good to me. When you think pureed, I think of fruits and stuff, not meat, like chicken and fish and things like that. Maybe I can have some tilapia, because tilapia is very, very mushy. And if I mush it, ooh, I can have like cauliflower. So what I'll do with the cauliflower is get the mushed kind. It's like potatoes. Ooh, let me stop talking about that, because I still have almost a week before I can do that. But I'm looking so forward to that stage. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2 weeks per stage, which this stage is horrible because it's been 3 weeks. I think that if this would have been 2 weeks, I could have made it, because I'd be at the end of that and I'd be on to the next one. So I think I can do 2 weeks per stage, because this liquid stage is 3 weeks, because it's 1 week post-op or pre-op and then 2 weeks post-op. So that's why it's so bad. So, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can tell you guys about. I will be back in a week to give you my post-op doctor visit, how that turned out, and how I'm doing on the rest of this week with the liquid diet. And I'll give you a weight update and let you know how much weight I've lost. Maybe next time I'll start putting my highest weight, pre-op weight, current weight, and list that here as well. So, you know, you guys can keep track of that. You'd think I would know that right off the bat, but I can tell you, which I'm not sure if I did before, but my highest weight was 321. Trying to remember what my weight was the day of surgery. That's crazy. I really don't remember, and I think it's just because of all the anesthesia. It was over 300, but I don't remember what it was. But I will have that for you next time. But today it was 299. So that's I should be celebrating that. It was 299 today. So 299 point something. Might have been an 8. I don't remember. But all I see is the 299. So yes, it was 299 today. So that is amazing. I'm under 300 pounds, y'all. That may sound crazy to people that have never had a weight issue, but to me and to probably a lot of you, that's amazing. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm looking forward to going way under that. So again, thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please go downstairs, down below. Let me know what your questions are. I'll answer anything that I can possibly answer for you. If I don't know the answer, I'll look it up and try to figure it out for you. So leave comments. Let me know how you think I'm doing on my videos. If there's anything I'm leaving out, if there's anything else you want to see, you know, that I'm not talking about, let me know so I can make sure to incorporate that for you guys, because my goal here is for you. It's for me because it's therapeutic. It's for you because it's going to help you, and that's what I want it to do. It's therapeutic for me because it also keeps a record of what I'm going through. I mean, you know, my brain is fuzzy anyway, so I want to remember all of this. So this is a good way for that for me as well. So yeah, just keep on coming back, keep watching and seeing what I've got to say. And don't forget to check out my other channel. If you are a beauty person, you like makeup, you like hair, you like wigs, anything girly and beauty, check out my other channel. I'm going to put that up here too. It is called Light and Lovely Beauty. That is my makeup channel, so make sure you pop on over there and check that out. I'm gonna try to do some videos on that today. I haven't done any videos there in a while because I've been so busy, but I'm gonna try to pop some videos up on there today as well. So I thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.